So one of the things that's most interesting if we compare Bitcoin and religion is many religions have an idea of millennialism, or history ends, and there is a form of collective salvation, at least for people who did the right things as part of the religion. There is a version of this in Bitcoin, which is that some Bitcoiners believe in coming hyper-Bitcoinization. When that happens, all other currencies will cease to be used. There will no longer be dollars or other government-issued currencies, so the Bitcoiners will inherit the earth. And everyone else, the no-coiners, those who doubted Bitcoin, they will be punished. They will be left with nothing. So there's a really interesting parallel between this and prophecies that we find in more traditional religions like Christianity. So there is also an interesting angle in that people who are drawn to Bitcoin often have deep distrust for governments and for financial institutions, not without good reason. And this is another area where we see sort of new religious ideas blending with a kind of milieu of conspiracy theory. In fact, there's a word, conspirituality, to describe how things like UFOs and prophecies often sort of get into this milieu with mistrust of institutions. So you see something similar going on there with Bitcoin as well. It's a similar sort of a market appeal to some of these other traditional ideas that we associate with alternative religion in America. Some of the folks comparing Bitcoin to religion are Bitcoin naysayers. So Mark Mobius, a very important hedge fund manager, said it's not an investment, it's a religion. When he's using religion in that sense, he is sort of alluding to critiques of religion that have been around since the Enlightenment, right? That if something is religion, it isn't rational, it isn't based in logic and science, it's fanaticism, it's superstition. So that's kind of one set of cultural baggage that gets used in this claim that Bitcoin is or is not a religion. So another comparison that I find really interesting is you have this mysterious, legendary founder of Bitcoin known as Satoshi, but we don't know if this is a real person or not. And this is something that you also see in religious movements. So there is a charismatic leader whose authority comes not from any sort of institution, but simply because they have this kind of aura. And it's very hard to maintain charisma because if your followers see you, with spinach in your teeth or something like this, they realize you're just a person. And so the fact that Satoshi is this mysterious figure who's nobody's ever met has kind of helped keep the value of Bitcoin up. It's helped keep that mystique, and it's helped people to, frankly, keep faith in Bitcoin.